Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. In a land of magical creatures, where the skies were painted with colors of the rainbow and the air was sweet with the scent of blooming flowers, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie was a curious and adventurous rabbit, with a fluffy white tail and bright brown eyes that twinkled like the stars on a clear night. Rosie lived in a cozy little burrow at the edge of a lush meadow, surrounded by towering trees that whispered secrets to each other in the wind. She loved to explore the meadow, discovering hidden streams and secret gardens, and making friends with the creatures that lived there. One day, while Rosie was out on a walk, she stumbled upon a hidden path she had never seen before. The path was overgrown with weeds and vines, and it seemed to lead to a place she had never been before. Rosie's curiosity was piqued, and she decided to follow the path to see where it would take her. As she wandered along the path, Rosie noticed that the trees and flowers around her were becoming stranger and more exotic. There were trees with trunks that shimmered like diamonds, and flowers that bloomed in every color of the rainbow. The air was filled with the sweet scent of honey and the soft hum of bees as they flitted from flower to flower. Rosie followed the path for what felt like hours, and eventually it led her to a clearing surrounded by a ring of mushrooms. In the center of the clearing stood an enormous tree, its trunk as wide as a house and its branches reaching up towards the sky like giant arms. The tree was covered in glittering jewels and shimmering fabrics, and it seemed to be alive, pulsing with a soft, golden light. Rosie approached the tree cautiously, feeling a sense of wonder and magic in the air. As she reached out to touch the trunk, a soft voice spoke to her, saying, "Welcome, little one. I have been waiting for you." Rosie looked around, wondering who was speaking to her, but she saw no one. The voice seemed to come from the tree itself. "Who are you?" Rosie asked, her voice trembling with excitement. "I am the guardian of the forest," the tree replied. "And you, little one, are a special rabbit, chosen to receive a very special gift." Rosie's ears perked up with excitement as the guardian continued to speak. "You see, the forest is in danger. A dark force has been spreading across the land, threatening to destroy the magic and wonder of our world. But you, Rosie, have the power to help us defeat this darkness and save our home." Rosie's eyes grew wide with wonder as the guardian told her more about the dark force and the magic that lay within her. She learned that she was a direct descendant of the ancient rabbits who had once lived in harmony with the forest, and that she had inherited their magical powers. With this newfound knowledge, Rosie felt a surge of determination and courage. She knew that she had to do something to help the forest, and she was willing to do whatever it took to save it. The guardian of the forest presented Rosie with a small, delicate box. "This box contains a special gift, one that will help you on your journey," the guardian said. "But you must use it wisely, for the power within is great, and it can be used for good or evil." Rosie took the box and opened it, revealing a small, shimmering crystal. As soon as she touched the crystal, she felt a surge of energy and magic flow through her. She knew that she had been given a powerful tool, one that would help her on her quest to save the forest. With the crystal in hand, Rosie set off on her journey to defeat the dark force and save the forest. She traveled through the meadow, meeting new friends and allies along the way. There was Benny the brave bear, who joined her on her quest, and Luna the wise owl, who offered her guidance and advice. Together, Rosie and her friends battled against the dark force, using the magic within the crystal to heal the forest and bring light to the darkness. They encountered fierce battles and treacherous terrain, but Rosie's determination and bravery never wavered. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of the forest, Rosie and her friends discovered that the dark force was being led by a powerful sorcerer named Malachi. Malachi was once a great wizard, But his thirst for power and control had corrupted him, and he had turned to dark magic to achieve his goals. Rosie and her friends knew that they had to stop Malachi if they were going to save the forest. They devised a plan to sneak into Malachi's fortress and steal the dark crystal that powered his magic. But Malachi was cunning and powerful, and Rosie knew that it would be a difficult battle. The night of the battle arrived, and Rosie and her friends crept into Malachi's fortress, their hearts pounding with excitement and fear. They found themselves face to face with Malachi, who sneered at them with contempt. "You are foolish to think you can defeat me," Malachi spat. "I have the power of the dark crystal, and with it, I will crush you all." Rosie stood tall, her eyes flashing with determination. "We will not back down," she said. "We will fight for the forest and for the magic that lies within it." With a fierce cry, Rosie and her friends charged at Malachi, using the magic within the crystal to defend themselves against his dark spells. The battle was intense and fierce, with spells and incantations flying back and forth like fireworks in the night sky. But Rosie and her friends were determined, and in the end, they emerged victorious. Malachi was defeated, and the dark crystal was shattered, freeing the forest from its grasp. The forest erupted in celebration, with creatures of all kinds dancing and singing in joy. Rosie and her friends were hailed as heroes, and the guardian of the forest presented them with a special reward: a magical amulet that would allow them to return to the forest whenever they needed to. Rosie returned to her burrow, her heart full of pride and her spirit renewed. She knew that she had accomplished something special, and that she had become a true hero of the forest. And as she drifted off to sleep, surrounded by the magic and wonder of the meadow, she knew that she would always be ready to defend the forest and its magic, no matter what challenges lay ahead. And so, dear readers, this is the story of Rosie, the brave and magical rabbit who saved the forest from the dark force. May her courage and determination inspire you to be brave and kind. And may you always remember the magic that lies within yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.